Welcome back everyone guys, sorry it was a bit of a mess. Yeah, I've restarted my PS4, I've unplugged it, plugged it back in, and I couldn't join because I think it was just a glitch lobby or something. Yeah, Nigel, you're doing a great job, but do it again then. It was red flag circumstances and it was absolute carnage, yeah. I think we're racing without the AI this time because the AI has actually really like fucked the race over. They really did. The AI in this game is actually just stupid, man. It is, yeah. They don't mess around at all. Just dive bomb you down the inside, go to the outside, and just make sure you spin. So yeah. It's smarter to drive with only like 9 people without AI than just fill the grid with AI thing in this game. Never done multiplayer races before, yeah. Mate, that's just experience, man. I began to drive in league racing when, like, what was it, like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 2020. And I decided to, like, get a break and do a bit of comms. But you need like 1 to 2 months to get a real experience and like to real challenge the guys up front, depending on the league you're in, obviously. So there's 10 of us now. It's 10 guys racing. And keep in mind guys, you can't overtake under safety car and virtual safety car conditions. Just stay behind each other, and otherwise you would just cause carnage and another red flag. Yeah, Chef sometimes tells you, Nigel, to overtake under a safety car, but yeah, that's just a glitch of the game. That was in 2020 as well, and yeah, just never do what Jeff says, apart from the tire changes and stuff. But if there's like overtake him, he's out of the race or something, it's just a glitch. It was already in 2020 like it. 2021 they haven't fixed it, so. Is there any more guys going to join? That's the question. We're actually with 12 drivers, but I've heard someone is backing out of this Grand Prix. I think it was Arum, if I'm right. So are we deciding to ready up, or are we waiting for like A few other guys to join. I think there's like one more guy that needs to join. I think they need to fix the grid order, yeah, that's right. They need to fix the grid order, depending on what they're standing at in the qualifying. Can open the window, actually getting pretty hot in here. So that was a banger to start your first round with of the first season, wasn't it? In the 107% Racing League. Immediately a red flag, an absolute carnage. That was a start to the season. I think like everyone will keep in mind that. No one will forget that. And that's why you should race with the eye in League Racing. Yeah, Veg, the AI is really dumb on this game, I know. I've experienced that in career mode as well on my team. They're really like very aggressive, but literally like too aggressive. Oh, Veggie, that's very nice of you to ask everyone to follow me, man. Really appreciate it, bro. Just my third race as a commentator for now. And I think I've experienced everything at the moment. Safety cars, loads of safety cars, red flag right now. I literally experienced everything, I think, those 3 races for now. Is there going to be a formation lap? I don't know. Still 1 second remaining. And take this formation lap. Yeah, formation lap is on, and we're only with 10 drivers for the moment. Normally we're 12 in, but we're at 10 now. But I like it much more without the AI. I think everyone does. Bramble and Mojang teammates from Haas have been disqualified. I think they touch each other or something. Tap each other out. Let's pull up the telemetry and the lab data. I don't need lab data actually. Loads of guys are starting on mediums, I see. Like, there is, as far as I can see, 7 guys were starting on the medium compound. And there is 3 guys starting on the soft compound. But what I am like asking myself right now, isn't that unfair? Because the top 10 we've qualified on soft, some of them are on mediums now, but shouldn't they choose for soft tires? Because they've qualified on it, in it. That will probably be a topic that will be discussed after the race. Well, I think they agreed that we have a free tire choice. Okay, then it's fine, yeah. Then it will be fine. Well, it wouldn't be reviewed then after the race. As long as everyone knows that they're starting on another compound. The qualified and qualifying. So we're in for 29 laps, and hopefully this time we don't need a red flag. We can just race till the end. Is everyone formed up for the grid? So Veg is in now, and he wasn't in before. There's an advantage for him, isn't it? We see the red lights there, and away we go here. That was quite fast actually. The lights went out, and that's the Alfa Romeo crashing out. The Alfa Romeo of Lowen, I think it was, who crashed out. And did he hit somebody with that? Did he cause damage for somebody else? As we see, Harris and 2 Cargo, the guys who were up front earlier at the race, are both up front once again. Let's see what is going to happen here down this turn, because it's a very tricky turn here. And let me get at the track map actually. As we see Harris already pulling out a gap on 2 Cargo right now in the first lap of the Grand Prix. With just in time behind Nigel, it's only 4 tenths behind just in time. Everyone's very close to each other obviously because it's the start of the race. As we see Veggie moving up to 7th place. Even up to 6th place now, so he is actually moving up pretty quickly right now in the race. Harris still leading though, still leading in this most tricky part of the track, and we have Lowen getting a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. That will go to the end of his race time. Why isn't it showing the gap to 2 Cargo actually? There's a bit of a glitch there. I think it's like 2 seconds. Harris fast lap of the Grand Prix for now with a 131.9, but he's not softs, and most of the guys are on medium, so you have slightly advantage in the beginning of the race. Mojang is pitting, and Brad Mayoda is pitting. I think they might have picked up some front wing damage, you know, from Lowen in the start. Have they? Yeah, there's a new nose for him. New nose for Mojang, and there will be a new nose as well for Bramble Yoda. Oh, absolute carnage here by Haas. Yeah, it's new nose for Bramble Yoda as well, so I think Lowen might have hit these 2 guys. By accident, of course, in the beginning. If yellow flag sector 2 is that as a crescent enemy. It is. He spun it in, yeah, one of the most popular sections to spin it. If you get on the curb, you spin it. You see the predicted pit stop strategy on your screen there. Harris is 3 seconds away now from 2 Cargo. And there's... what's the closest battle going on track now? It is Pagey, I think, and Nigel. We're pretty close to each other. Pagey's on softs, however. Well, Nigel will be faster towards, I think, lap 7 to 8. When these softs are beginning to get a bit worn. And we have 2 crashes I see on track. We have Lowen crashing out again, and we have Crescent Enemy crashing out again. That's what the start they hope for, I think, in this Grand Prix. Harris is 3 seconds in front of Cargo still, who is 1 second in front of I'm Just in Time. He is 1.5 seconds up of Nigel, and the gap to the 7 already is 32 seconds at the moment, because these guys at the back made a few errors. Is there anything going on track? I think Pagey is closing in, and Lowen crashed it again, I think. Yeah, he crashed it again. Will he decide to maybe give up at the end of this lap, or will he decide to continue and just get the points in, as many points as he can for the championship? Page actually closing in around Nigel, only 3 tenths behind him. We need to be careful he doesn't force it and doesn't like make a mistake. I've seen that happen quite a lot of times in other leagues. Let's see here. Is Paige going to go for an attack on Nigel, and can maybe Veggie benefit from that? Nah, Harris goes fastest lap right now with a 1:30.399. And we see a spin from, I think it is Mojang again. Will the McLaren decide to give it a go in the Alpine? No, he won't. And Veggie is closing in now. He is literally closing in. He'll be one to watch for sure over the entire Grand Prix for now. Page only 410 by Nigel. Those three are really close to each other. And we have a battle for second place, I think. Between two Cargo, I'm just in time. Between the Mercedes and the Aston Martin, and this is really close to each other. We really like to see it. Oh, there's a spin for Veggie. There's a spin of Veggie, caught that. Yeah, there's a spin for him. Went too early on the throttle probably, and that just loses him loads of time here. No lose of debris, so there will no virtual safety car. Harris already 7 to 8 seconds in front. Trans Enemy gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Page is still very close behind Nigel, and two Cargo is under pressure from Manchester in time now. He's putting two Cargo under real pressure here. Motor gets a 3-second time penalty. Harris puts another time to fast lap of the Grand Prix. He's on absolute storm right now. I think the attack from Entrance in time will come down the inside or outside here. Takes it on the outside of Cargo. And what we see... Oh, we've someone crashing out in the most popular part of the track. And we have a virtual safety car, so guys, don't overtake it. A virtual safety car, for those who don't. And it went on to a full safety car, yeah. There will be a full safety car, so will we see the guys who start on a soft spin and for mediums, maybe even hards, and try to bring it to the end? That will be very interesting to see for sure. So that's the first safety car of this race, and we had one in the other race as well, which was red flag. The Crescent Enemy has crashed it out in the most popular part of the track. They crashed it out. The part where these guys are going to right now. That cheeky right-hander. This party crashed out. And yeah, it's very easy to do so there. That's his race over after 5 laps. As it now stands, it will be Mercedes 1-2 between Harris and 2 Cargo, with I'm just a time for Aston Martin in 3rd place. And the Mercedes has decided to pit. He's pitting to mediums, to fresh mediums. Now he had a very big gap to all the rest, and Page has decided to stay out in soft, which is very interesting. I would advise to pit actually for mediums or something like Harris has just done. There's 2 Cargo still leading the way of this Grand Prix now. There was a bit of a glitch there. Who let me switch to 2 Cargo. As we get the beautiful safety car again once in the picture. Let's actually see how many positions everyone has gained. There's a 3-second time penalty for Mojang at the moment. The rest, nobody has a time penalty for now. Who has pitted? Who has pitted for the moment? Harris has pitted, Mojang, Bramble Yoda and Loim. These 4 guys have pitted, all rest is yet to pit. in terms of position changes, we see Veggie's up 4 places, starting from P10 going to P6. We have 2 Cargo starting from P3 going into P1 for the moment. But Harris has pitted and 2 Cargo needs to pit in, I would say 8 laps, something like it. 7 to 8 laps. So I think the safety car will go on for 1 more lap before he decides to go in. The debris and probably isn't clear yet. And there's still 2 Haas's and a Alfa Romeo who need to join the safety car. But I think they won't make it by the end of the lap. That gap seems pretty big. We see Pagey pitting. Did you listen to my advice in the stream? Is it decided to go to mediums? It's not a set of softs. That is pretty interesting to see. Will it maybe be a strategy to go to softs now? And maybe pit to the mediums to be faster towards the end of the race? Or what will they decide to do? And Veggie has pitted for what tires has Veggie actually pitted? We can see it right now probably. Set of mediums, yeah. And he spins the cold tires. Yeah, the tires are still cold, so he spins it a bit. Lucky for him, there was no damage involved in it. Brambliota's in the pit. What tires will he go for? Hards. Brambliota goes for the hard tires to bring these to the end of the Grand Prix. Should be very interesting to see. Can gain loads of time with that actually. See Lowen pitting as well. He's pitting. What tires is he going to go for? Are these softs? Is he doing the same as who was it that did the page? He'll maybe go to softs and pit in 7 to 8 laps and then pit for mediums to be faster towards the end of the race. Well, most of them are probably on hards then. Or softs. Depends on the strategy. Did the Aston Martin touch the Merc there? I didn't see that properly, but it was very close to hitting the Merc, I think. And the safety car will stay out for 1 more lap again. Will not decide to go in. To not decide to come in at the end of this lap, so it's another lap with the safety car. I think it's the 3rd lap now. We're lap 8 of 29. Tukog is still leading the way though, under safety car conditions, with Chesantine behind him. He was really putting pressure on Tukog, so let's see what he's going to get right now, what he's going to do. With Nigel behind and Harris, with Pagey in 5th and Veggie in 6th. Mojang 7, Bramblior 8 and Lowe is currently in 9th place. And unfortunately Crashing Enemy has crashed it out in the cheeky right hander of the track. So let's see, the safety car conditions are most likely almost over. If it isn't pitting this lap, I don't know. Then I really don't know anymore. It really needs to pit at the end of this lap. I think 3 laps is the maximum a safety car can stay out in this game. So yeah. And Lowen is almost there with the rest of the pack. He's closing in. And I think we'll get a notification very soon for safety car in this lap. There you go, safety car will be going in at the end of this lap. No, will Lowen be joining the back once the safety car is gone, because he is pretty close to getting there, but it's going to be very tight. I don't think he will, you know. Still a way to go. And we have Nigel getting 5-second time penalty for a severe collision, but Nigel, I think he has hit him. And here goes the restart, and oh, what's that? Oh, this is going to be very interesting towards third one here. Loads of aerobics I see. And Veggie's up in third place. Veggie's up in third place already. And he gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he has cut the corner a bit. And Veggie is attacking the Merc for first place right now. A bit of contact there between Cargo and Veggie. And we have... And someone has spin it. Is it Mojang? Mojang spin it. Nigel get a 3-second time penalty for track limits there. We get a nice overview of the different drivers here. Oh, I think Veggie's lost a bit of, has a bit of front wing damage because of that collision there. Don't take it too aggressive, mate. You're the second place. Don't do any like stupid things, man. It's only during your junior race. Nobody crashing out there. Oh, that's Pagey on the inside in the McLaren of the House of Bramble Yoda, and that was a brilliant move there from Pagey, which puts him into 7th place now. As we have the Merc of Harris sitting at the back of just in time, as we see Loam spinning it, and the resets to track. I don't know what the rules are for that, to be fair. In a few leagues you will get a quali ban for it in the next race, so let's see what stewards will go and do with that. He gains loads of time resetting the track, so Mojang in the pits, but we have a battle for the lead. We have a battle for the lead between Veggie, Tukog and I'm Just Time, and Harris is behind as well. We have 4 guys in front, and it's pretty tight between these 4. Oh, it's getting so tight here to this corner. With Pagey, did he? Yeah, I saw it on the background. That's why I was like moving to Page as well, and he spun it. Went too early on the throttle, and he loses like I think 3-4 seconds with that. 2 cargo still with Veggie, and I'm Just Time and Harris on his back, so he's under big pressure here from these 3 guys. With Harris having the most ERS of all of them. Will the Merc of 2 cargo decide to attack I'm Just Time? Oh, and there is a Haas that spun, that was Bramble Yoda. We go back to the action, but Harris overtook I'm Just Time for 3rd place, as DRS is being enabled this lap. Veg is going down the inside of 2 cargo. 2 cargo was getting a very good exit there. There's 3 next to each other, guys. You can't go with 3 to that corner. That's too much, I think. There will be a collision if that happens. That was pretty clean from the drivers. And there's 4 guys within 7/10 of a second. Look at this view. This is just amazing. Lap 11 of 29. And this is just an amazing race, isn't it? With Veggie and Harris here. Pretty much at the back of each other. It's Veggie, Harris, 2 cargo, I'm Just in Time. These 4 are most likely going to battle it out for the victory today. As we see Nigel already 4.5 seconds behind those guys. But anything can happen in the race, as you saw in our red flag race before. We Veggie in the lead with Harris behind, then with 2 cargo, I'm Just in Time. and Nigel running up the top 5. But remember, I think Veggie has a 3-second time penalty. He has. So Veggie has a 3-second time penalty, and Harris is coming down the inside of Veggie here. And he overtook him on the main straight with the DRS. And Harris is in the lead of this Grand Prix. And he's on the fresh rubber as well, because he pitted under safety car conditions for medium tires. With 2 cargo only half a second back, and with a spin in sector 1 of Loam once again. So he spun in sector 1, and that's him following down the order. With Nigel getting another 3-second time penalty, his total is up to 11 seconds right now. What's actually happened to Lowen? Oh, he's crashed out! Or did he retire on track maybe? I don't know, but... is that going to cause another safety car maybe, or a virtual safety car? I think it hasn't, you know. Just a yellow flag, sector 1. So there's only 8 guys remaining in this race. With Harris in front, 1.7 seconds away now from Veg and 2 cargo. With I'm just in time, half a second behind those two. Went very wide there, I'm just in time. Went very wide through that last sector of the track. As we're crossing the line for lap 13, and Harris is putting the fastest lap of the race in the balls with a 1:30.137 on the mediums. Lomas left the session because he DNF'd in the race. As we are on the mark to pass the halfway stage of the race, and there's Veggie and I'm just in time colliding with each other, I think. And was that the Alpine was literally in the McLaren on the screen? What will happen here? The Alpine breaks the McLaren. Oh, it was a nice move there from Nigel, wasn't it? I think some nice defense. And yeah. But his time penalty is 11 seconds for the moment. And that's too much. That's just too much to get a podium today, I think. Let's go to the battle for 4th place between Nigel and Pagey. These two are very tight on track each other, and Veggie is only a few seconds behind them as well. But does Veggie have a bit of front wing damage actually because of that collision? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Let's see what's going to happen at this stage of the race here. As we've Nigel still 4 tenths up on Pagey for now. But Pagey is looking to attack the Dutch guy. Yeah, he has the attack from Pagey. And Veggie is Veggie pitting? The 2 cargo is pitting. 2 cargo is pitting for, are those hearts? I think those are hearts, aren't they? Yeah, it's the hard compound. The 2 cargo is going to the end of the race with that compound. Let's see, will Nigel counter... Will he decide to do a counter attack on Pagey here? I think Pagey's on a faster compound for now, but yeah, he's on softs. But that won't bring him to the end of the race, so he needs to pit once again. And Nigel, I don't know how old are his softs. 13 laps, so he's pitting in a few laps probably, because Steve's softs are getting really warm in 13 laps. We've Veggie closing in on Nigel now, and he's on fresher mediums as well. I think I'm just in time, and Nigel will decide to pit, and Nigel gets another 3-second time penalty because of track limits. That brings his total up to 14 seconds right now. Meanwhile, Harris still in front with 7.6 seconds. 7.6 seconds gap on I'm just in time in lap 15 out of 29. and needs a fresher rubber as well. And what I just told Nigel is pit in, and what tire will decide to go for. So mediums or hards, it is going to be hard tire, and 5-second time penalty is being served here in the pit lane. He'll fall down the order for now. We're still in front with 7.5 seconds. Oh, I'm just in time. But he has a 5-second time penalty. And take the... it might be removed by this turret. Let's see the outcome of that. We still have 8 drivers remaining in this Bahrain Grand Prix, and Mojang has decided to pit. What tire is he going to go for? Probably hards. Yeah, hards. He needs to watch out that Harris isn't going to lap him. When he does, he really needs to get out of the way in a nice and clean way to not disturb these drivers' Grand Prix. We've 2 cargo who is closing in on Bramble Yoda. This will be a battle for 5th place for now. But there's loads of drivers in the top 4 that still need to pit. I think everyone in the top 4 needs to pit again. Maybe apart from Harris if he can bring it to the end, and Veggie as well. The attack from 2 cargo on Bramble Yoda right now. The Merc will attack the Haas here. That's a battle you not see that often, have you? In real life. He's in front of Bramble Yoda for now, yeah. And he goes up, 2 cargo goes up to 5th place with that, and Bramble Yoda drops down back of the grid to 6th place for now. On 8 lap old hearts. Will he bring it to the end with these hearts? That will be a very tight one, I think. He can take the risk, but I'm just in time is being on 15 laps old mediums. And yeah, will they bring him to the end? I don't think so. That can't be true, so yeah. He needs to pit again, but when is he deciding to pit? And what tire is he going to go for? That's the question. I think he might go for odds in the yellow flag. Sector 2 is a Bramble Yoda coming off. It is. He's coming off on this hairpin. However, still in the lead. Extending his lead to 8.6 seconds now on I'm just time. Will decide to pit. He's going on for another lap 17 of 29, and he's still on those medium tires, so that's great tire management actually from him. But I think these tires will be dead by the point of this race. Pagey and Veggie are still within a second of each other, but he doesn't have DRS, so just a side of a second then. Page is using his ERS to defend on Veggie, because he's closing in now, and the softs are probably starting to fall away now after 9 laps. You can see it on the pace that the grip on the softs are starting to fall away. Yeah, Lowen, did you give up on your race? It wasn't like the best race, was it? Let's see if there's battle for 3rd place here. The battle for the final podium spot. Page is probably going to pit this lap or next lap, and that's Bramble Yoda going for another spin, and he did very clever there to not get in the way of Nigel. And that's 7th place and 8th place for the Haas's right now. And Page gets a 5-second time, but you're speeding in the pit lane. Oh, is he going to surf in the pits? I don't think so. He needs to surf at the end of the race. Yep. And what tires are these? Are these mediums? These are mediums. And he's going to be faster towards the end of the race in these mediums. So watch out for the Pagey, because he will be fast towards the end of the race in this compound. Has everyone pitted? Just in time needs to pit. He's on 17 lap old mediums. 17 lap old mediums in Bahrain is pretty crazy, so when will he pit? I think he might probably give it a try and take it to lap 2021 and go for softs. There's literally no battles at the moment going on track. We have Bramble Yoda who is pitting for softs, maybe going for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's being overtaken by his teammate Mojang here. Veggie gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, probably track limits then. What's this total at? 6. So, how I see it, Harris will take first position for the moment. I'm Just in Time will become second place, but he needs to pit yet, and Tukago is only 20 seconds off of him, and he doesn't need to pit yet. And Veggie is in third for now. It will be very interesting to see what these drivers will be at the end of the race. I think if Harris doesn't make any mistakes here, he'll probably grab the W and bring it back home from Mercedes, which is pretty realistic, alongside Red Bull of course. Yeah, mate, the race didn't go your way. I saw that, and Tukago has crashed it. I was watching in the stream for like 5 seconds because nothing going on. I look back and Tukago has crashed it out, and he was one of the favorites as well to secure a podium spot. So that's late drama there for the Mercedes guys, and that's a safety car here. That causes a safety car, which will benefit Bramble, Joda actually, and Harris, because they are not on time penalties. Who is assigned to pit? Harris is pitting. I'm Just in Time is pitting now as well. That's no doubt about that. Respect that he took this mediums to 19 laps. There's a big achievement there from the guy. Veggie's pitting. What is Harris going for? What tires are those? Those are softs, which is the best call at this stage of the race. Softs for I'm Just in Time needs to serve a 5-second time penalty here, so it would be a no time penalty then at the end of the race. Doesn't have to serve anything. Veggie is going for soft probably. Yeah, he is. Veggie is pitting. Oh, he isn't pitting. I really recommend it to pit, but he's on medium, so yeah, he can take it to the end of the race. No worries about that, I think. Nigel hasn't decided to pit. Is Mojang pitting now? Is he decided to pit? Let's see about that. Because the rest is behind the safety car, there will be no action there, and two horses are pretty close to each other, but yeah, it is a yellow flag and safety cars, guys, so you can't overtake each other. Haas will score actually pretty decent points because they are both still in the race. They're still both in the race now, and yeah, will decide to pit. Nah, they will remain on the hard tires. They will both stake to the hard tires towards the end of the race. As we see the field backing up, as we see the safety car backing up the field right now. Ooh, guys, watch out that you don't get track limits for one of these tires under safety car conditions. There's still like 8 or 9 laps remaining in this Grand Prix, like 9 laps, and nothing has been decided yet actually. As you can see, a race always takes like 29 laps, and yeah, Tukago was on the way for a podium spot, but if you crash out, yeah, you just throw it away in the bin. So that's actually Yeah. Has there any incident happens during the safety car conditions? I don't take for now. For now, there's nothing going on track, I think, because of the safety car conditions. But it will bring the drivers closer to each other, and we'll see more battles. So that is actually pretty good. And I think most are on the same tires as well. Top 3 on softs. Top 3 on softs, and we have Pagey and Ford on medium compound. I think if those 3 in front just keep it together, that will be the top 3 for this race. So coming in the stream saying I used too much throttle and I spun it. Mate, are you too cargo? Because yeah. Yeah, most accidents happen if you use too much throttle on the track. Yeah, I'm cargo, right. Yeah, mate, you were definitely up for a podium spot there. It was a pretty great strategy, but yeah, these things happen from time to time in a race. Safety cars in the slab, and there's a pretty late notification there. There's a very, very late oh, that's very late that decided to pit it. Oh, the C! What's that for the start of Bramble Yoda? And we see Veggie going into the wall. What's going on here? What is going on here? As we see, oh, the absolute carnage there! 4 guys into each other. There's 4 guys into each other in turn 1. Oh my god. Alright. Pagey and Yoda. I think that's the end of Yoda's race, isn't it? I think he decided to call it a day now. As you see Nigel getting in front of Veggie. Veggie, oh, that was a bit of track gunning there, a bit of corner cutting, and it's 3-second time penalty for him. Bramble has been disqualified from the race. There's Veggie battling out with Mojang right now. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. What a restart indeed, man. This was one of the craziest restarts I've ever seen on track. But the way it stands, will be Harris, and I'm just time who will benefit from it. Also Nigel, who is in 3rd place right now, because he could take a podium in for the Alpine. There's only 9-10 separating just in time from Harris. Will he get DRS? He won't. DRS is not being enabled this lap because safety car has just been in for 1 lap. But it was a pretty late notification if you ask me. 3-second time penalty for Mojang there. We see Veggie pitting because he has front wing damage probably. Let's see the time penalties here. New front wing for Veggie indeed. Mojang, will he get another front wing on as well? Yep. The car's got both damage because of the turn 1 incident. I've never seen anything like it. With Harris still being in front of him just in time, and he's pulling away from him now. It's 1.9 seconds the gap, but it's not over yet. Still needs to get it clean over the finish line. Very nice. exit there from him. Nigel's still in 3rd place, but he's a nice 2nd time penalty. But he's on soft, isn't he? No, he's on hards. Might Pagey benefit from that? He is on the 5-second time to Harris. Is fast lap, sets the fast lap of the race with 1:28.4 on the soft compound. With Angels in time in 2nd place still. Nigel has a 9-second time penalty. Pagey has a 5-second. Veggie has a 9-second. Mojang has a 6. With the way it stands, it will be Harris who wins the Grand Prix in front of Just in Time. And Nigel will be in 3rd place. Yeah, some guys coming to the chat and saying Harris is really fast. Yeah, I've seen it as well, because yeah, he's really pulling away now, isn't he? On the soft compound, and if you can keep it together, you definitely win the race here in Bahrain. But like Formula 1 is not all about pace, it's also about consistency and keeping it together. As we've seen a few crashes in. Harris here is coming to the finish line to serve these last 5 laps of the Grand Prix. I think those are the longest 5 laps he's ever driven around the circuit now. This will be the longest laps in his life. Yeah, no Chicago, man. It wasn't really on your side of consistency. You had to pace, man, but just need to cut out the mistakes, and then you should be fine and getting another podium spot. For the moment, there's nothing really going on the track. Nobody's battling with each other. We have Harris still in front. He's 3.3 seconds in front of I'm Just in Time, and Nigel is in 3rd place. He's on 9-second time penalty, and Pagey is closing in on Nigel. And if you can manage to go within 4 seconds of Nigel, he will take 3rd place away from him because of the time penalties. Pagey will be on the faster tire, so that might be possible here. Might be a little twist to the tail here. Maybe need to change your account. Yeah, mate, I know that's you because we've chatted a lot, but yeah. You can just create a private account for yourself as well, man. One for a league, one for yourself. That's up to you. Still like 3.5 laps remains in this Bahrain GP, and will we see a few twists to the tail here, or will they all just don't take any risk and just keep it together and drive it home safely, bring it rubber and big and bring it home? Still 6 drivers remaining, and there's 4 drivers who've crashed out. And Page is really closing in now. He needs to close in another 2 seconds to get the 3rd place away from Nigel. So I think maybe one of those two will make a mistake. And there's Nigel, 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, I think, for track limits. And that puts Pagey on provisional podium right now. That puts Paige on the provisional podium, and Nigel will drop back to 4th place with that. And Nigel decided to pit. Yeah, he's serving his 5-second time penalty probably. And Paige goes up to 3rd place with it. And he's going for the soft compound Nigel, maybe for the fastest lap of the race. Will he be in front of Veggie though? I think he will, you know. Yeah, he will. Maybe we'll see a battle between these guys then. Between Veggie and Nigel. They're only a few seconds behind each other. As we have Harris now going to the most tricky part of the Grand Prix in Bahrain here. The night race. One of the only night races on the calendar actually, apart from Singapore I think. Yeah, Nigel's going pretty fast. Because he is on these fresh softs are much faster than a bit of worn softs. Harris is crossing the finish line to get it. He could end in the last 2 laps of this Bahrain Grand Prix. Is there anything going on track? I don't think so for the moment. Let's give it a watch in the stream. Yeah, Paige on the podium, yeah. That's what I've seen as well. And Mojang picks up another 3-second time penalty, I see. Wouldn't affect his race result. But yeah, we put Paige into the podium spot, and I think you'll be really, really happy with that. Actually, Nigel just gave him as a present for him, and if Nigel just kept it clean, he would have, like, yeah, he would have been on the podium, probably. But just like Ducargo actually just threw it in the bin, and yeah, that allows Paige to go into 3rd place. Like I said, it's all about consistency. It's not about pace. Yeah, for a bit it's about pace. If you're really slow, yeah, okay, man. Harris crossing the finish line to start the last lap. I'm just in time because it's a 3-second time penalty now, which wouldn't affect his race result, to be fair. Let's follow Harris on his last lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix here. Let's go on board with him. Took the hairpin really nice here. And I think when he gets past this trickiest part of the circuit, it's a W for Harris in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Will there be another twist to the tail here? He doesn't take the risk. That's pretty smart of him. We have a yellow flag in the last lap. It's Mojang coming off in the last turn. Turn 1, sorry. We're going back with Harris. Harris coming to the last corner here. He's going to the last corner of the Grand Prix. He did it pretty well here, drives pretty cleanly, and Harris wins the Bahrain Grand Prix here for the 107% Racing League. I'm just in time, goes home in 2nd place, with Paige probably going home in 3rd place, if he doesn't make any mistakes in the last lap. Yellow flag for Nigel! Nigel spinning the last lap, and that allows Veggie up to P4. And then we have Paige crossing the finish line. He takes P3 and he gets another 5-second time penalty for unserved penalty, but yeah, that wouldn't affect this race result, I think. Those are the 3 guys I'm going to invite for the party right now. It is Harris, I'm Just in Time, and Pagey are your podium runners for today. Has Veggie spun it? In front of the finish? Oh no, it's finished. Oh. Mate, you give me a heart attack there. Let's see Mojang crossing the finish line, and then will be everyone who has crossed the finish line here. It's P6 for Mojang here. So let's invite these guys to the party and listen what they have to say about their particular results. Let's see. Let's pause the stream and invite these guys to the party right now. Add players. Harris 18 it is. I will add him to the party. I'm Just in Time is a pretty hard name to write. Add him to the party, and we'll add Paige to the party as well. So we've all invited to the party, I think. Haven't we? Says Harris isn't in it. Cannot add someone to place because of their settings, alright. Oh, for Harris already 1 AM. What the fuck, okay. Let's see if Paige joins.
Yo.
Yo. What's up? Are you from the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read your accent, man.
Yeah. It's terrible.
No, man, I'm from Belgium.
Ah. From Vlaanderen or...
Yeah, mate. Flanders. Yeah, what's going on, Pagey? Yeah, I can imagine, mate. It was a brilliant battle with you and Nigel, actually, for that third place. Yeah. So guys, how do you feel after that race?
That's good.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. What is it, 9 PM? Oh yeah. Here it's like 3 or something, 3 PM.
Yeah, 3 PM.
So yeah, guys, was it actually an awesome race, man? It was a bit of carnage after the safety car restart.
I don't know what happened.
Mate, I didn't know what was going on, actually. I saw like one car flying up each other or something.
Yeah. Someone went from last place to P1.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Yeah, it was pretty hard to see some points, man. Because we're like... But we're like Australian servers, innit? Probably like Australian servers because it was a bit laggy on my screen.
Before the first attempt with the AI.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The AI was fucking lagging.
Yeah, the AI was, they were really like dive bombing everyone, and they were like, yeah, causing so much collisions and stuff. I don't know, man.
Someone spawned because of Tsunoda.
Yeah, indeed.
So.
They kept on getting grip penalties and stuff. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But it's like 1 AM for him, so I think he's not joining.
I don't know what the man uses, but he's fucking 1 second per lap faster than me in the race.
Yeah, it was really fast around this track.
Even though we both got new softs.
Yeah, and Tukag was probably getting on the podium as well, but yeah, he crashed out unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't know why he went to the hards, because of the safety car you could just stretch the mediums to soft.
Yeah, what were you actually doing, mate? You were like on 20 lap or mediums or something. How did you do that?
I don't know. Every lap I was still faster than my lap before. So, and I
Yeah, guys, it was a pretty awesome race, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I loved having you guys there for the podium interview, and yeah. Yeah, you can, mate. It's up on my stream, we'll upload it to YouTube as well. Yeah, thanks guys for a great race. See you guys next week. Yeah, take it easy, mate.
Bye.
Bye bye. So that was the stream, guys. Thanks for watching. We've had the podium interviews. Unfortunately, Harris couldn't turn up because it was like 1 AM for him or something. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week in 107% Racing League. So take it easy, guys.